You going brazen. Wonder why my demons taking me high and low. Something like a roller coaster. I can't slow down. I can't focus. It's like it's all slow down. My life like a roller coaster. I can't slow down. My demons taking me high and low. Demon on my shoulder, angel on the other. Grind late night, and you know I got that cutter. 100 round drum for you shoot them motherfuckers. Niggas stay hanging, so you know I don't trust nothing. Cause on the man song, niggas get the bucket. Niggas play games, dog, I'ma get the bustin'. Trying to stay alive and make a way for my youngest. Coming up in the city where niggas ain't had nothing. Trying to make a way out of crumbs and get my family out the slums. Trying to get it how I live while it's air in my lungs. I did this for my kids, but in my head something wrong. Probably ain't the present, still waiting for a blessing. Wonder why my demons taking me high and low. Something like a roller coaster. I can't slow down. I can't focus. It's like it's all slow down. My life like a roller coaster. I can't slow down. My demons taking me high and low. Demons telling me to fucking go and kill this nigga. Something like family, so it's gon' hurt when I hit him. Dude was father, I ain't fucking kill this nigga. Had to cut him off, no more fucking with him. Fake smiles and hugs, I don't do that nigga. Fuck a gap, niggas got the strap and they killed for a nigga. Used to be my ace doing cool, word in the streets. The nigga took the cheese, not the case like a beast. Fuck these niggas, you gotta watch the company you keep. Niggas screaming they real, but niggas speak. Stealing from their fans, they snitching on their peeps. I believe none of these so-called tough niggas in the streets. Wonder why my demons taking me high and low. Something like a roller coaster. I can't slow down.
Yeah, that's him on Spotify.
I can't focus. It's like it's all slow down. My life is like a roller coaster. I can't slow down. My demons taking me high and low.
Alright, Dre. Oh shit. Alright. I'm gonna check out that American Aborigine.
The Hamptons come from a long line.
No, I'm not even still here. No, I'm gonna go.
Comparison to the so-called black or African American. You can drop the African, keep the American. When we say Aborigine, it make their world in. Going in the same dirt my ancestors buried in. I come from a god and a goddess, so what that make me? Not even Basquiat can trace me. Not even Van Gogh can paint me. The MC in me is the God in me. Equals the God in me. I'm focused in, let my mind be free. You too blind to see. The Jews I give Israel, it's been real. These headshots, they misfills. All you gonna hear is the whistle. Lyrically, it's the execution. My verses start revolutions. For my people seeking restitution. Since the beginning, fuck evolution. Or maybe my reality is all a dream. I put it together like I was so it seems. So it seems this is that audio dopamine. Go against the machine. We put you in, nobody can hear you scream. And singing to me to Elohim. My nigga, this is savage mode. It's how you that you can't be gold. It started with a spark and I'ma let it explode. I was given the cheat codes that'll let me jump and reload. And go through them waves like a fucking torpedo. You dealt them cards in life. I just cut them diamonds with the ace of spades. Y'all scatter like roaches when they facing raid. Or vampires when they facing blade. I'm trying to get that charade like I'm getting played. You still stuck as a mental slave. You still stuck in that mental cage. While I'm making easy money, pimping holes in style. This my coming to age. Crowd warm when I'm coming on stage. And when I'm done, they gon' be cheering my name. Great times and nah, I ain't quit my day job. I spit bars. I really rap on my day off. That's real shit. Just give you some tools you can build with. Aim high even if you still miss. Just keep going. It's a climb to the top. And I'ma keep flowing. Down Lake Shore. I'm Chicago going.
Big Red T, what's up, Millennial? Carrie, what's going on? That's our brother, that's our brother, hold on. That's our brother Dre Cobb. That dude Dre. Missouri, yeah, you know what I mean? Delusions. What's up, Indigo Turtle? What's up, beloveds? Yeah, we was watching Kiramio and we watched all of his, you know what I mean? Oh, Max, salute, salutations. What's going on, beloved? Local Heads TV, was that slanging? Yeah. You know how we do.
This shit hit hard like Spence on the speed bag. I blow his legs off, he gon' need an
Arrows up.
You niggas sound worse than Eminem on relapse. And Burner Boy, he's trash. You thought I was gonna let you ease past? Running your mouth while taking our culture. Treat this nigga like brisket and slow roaster. Roll up an Akon pack. I ain't ducking smoke, I just inhale and blow. I'm on demon time, then I got a hellish flow. Before these spiritual, I'm make them see the Holy Ghost. Let's bury these niggas and raise a toast to the Aborigines. That's from time immemorial. Our time is from the soil. Every rhyme is that cook, that hard boil. My energy is unattainable. And for you $5 Indians, I might have to flame a few. Ain't up on the res, you know I'm blazing through. Turn your gang into turtle soup. I aim for the head when I shoot. I shake your top off like you do the coop. I took a drink from the fountain of truth. Now these bars is the burden of proof. They say the pen is mightier than a sword. So you will have to acknowledge the God. Drink times, I take your face off. My style is like cocaine raw. You gon' have to bow down to my Jaguar paw. Or I'm coming like Leatherface with a chainsaw. I rap for my road dog like a new age outlaw. I do it to death like Chief Cornstalk. So fuck all your tough talk.
Chief Cornstalk.
Better get you outlined and chalk.
I'm ready to get up and start.
To electrify your chakra. Any drama is masked on like the Phantom of the Opera.
I'm ready to start sea-walking with red Nikes on.
And I'm smoking like a roster. Check my posture. It's only one American, the rest of y'all imposters.
Hey, what's up, baby? Greetings all the day.
I'm out the window with the shine, nigga. When it comes to the mic, I'm like the coroner. All I catch is bodies, niggas. So look away before you come in my lane. Is that what's up? I just get it in aim. Yeah.
I see you. Everybody else, y'all see it, right? Crabs in a bucket. Mother, get.
The crabs in the bucket, we can't do nothing of it. Haters continue fronting, and the real ones that love it. What's it like, mommy? We especially up a bit. Vibe high like the rocket, and we keep it 100. The crabs in the bucket, we can't do nothing of it. Haters continue fronting, and the real ones that love it. What's it like, mommy? We especially up a bit. Vibe high like the rockets, and we keep it 100. They wanna deceive you, cause they just wanna be you. So they mad when they see you.
That's Dre Cobb and King of Higher Self.
All the bullshit I outgrew. Haters mad cause they not you, but God is six pursue you. Meditate like I'm Hindu, but this aboriginal. Really, I'm just original. Spirit man with a plan to withstand any man.
Man, Hunter, what's going on?
That's something that I can mention. Protect yourself from these fools. Spiritually, physically, close from the enemies. Rule one, always protect your energy. These niggas be on negative frequencies. Man, fuck a let them be. They can't fuck with a G.O.D. Roll up something sticky. Keep the gangsta and hippie. Stay on hustle like Nissy. Bro, got a lad in the G. The crabs in the bucket. We can't do nothing of it. Haters continue fronting. And the real ones that love it. What's it like, Bonnie? We especially up a bit. Vibe high like the rockets. And we keep it 100. The crabs in the bucket. We can't do nothing of it. Haters continue fronting. And the real ones that love it. What's it like, Bonnie? We especially up a bit. Vibe high like the rockets. And we keep it 100.
Yo, I'm Tony Stewart, laughing y'all like it's NASCAR. My rhymes elegant like salmon with the caviar. My third eye, let me see who you are. Crabs in the barrel, they grab you when you reach too far. I shine bright cause I be with the stars. Give you these bars and maybe they can hear a few stars. Smoking ass stores and then I go again with the God. Who knew my pen game was God? My spirit tells me, you know you the one. I'm up, niggas, and I already won. My energy is kinetic, and then I pass it on to my son. Each one, teach one, and let it repeat like a rerun. The supreme being, I found my higher self. It was inside me, and I brought it out myself. When they can't reach your level, Envy brings out the devil brings out the metal. And this way of thinking leaves me unsettled. Man, we gotta do better.
Gary, what's up, man? What's going on? That's smoking, right? Hey, sis, check out this one. Check, brother. Check out this one, yo. It's coming up, bro.
We especially above it, vibe high like the rockets, and we keep it 100. The crabs in the bucket, we can't think nothing of it. Haters continue fronting, and the real ones that love it. Rusted like vomit, we especially above it, vibe high like the rockets, and we keep it 100.
American Indian Empress.
Let the melanin show, such a beautiful glow. I wanna put my Drake 3000 in your love below. I usually switch them up every season or so. Pretty brown round, I like it when you come around. You know how I get down. We can skip town, take you to exotic beaches. Let the sun hit you and look at your exotic features. My Empress love thing, we go together like yin and yang. Ride or die, we got our own gang. Me and you loving this shit. She knows she my number one pick. She ride stick and don't need a learner's permit. We in our zone when the runs get lit. Cause I know you feeling me. You like how my spirit's free and how we build with the same energy. Drake Cobbs, and you know I keep it low key. One hit of this pipe and turn it to a dope feed. It's 10 toes down. And you around, you know how we get down. Be my Mississippi and just flow with me. I give you parts you can only see. I wish the younger me.
American Indian Empress.
Be right where we supposed to be. I just
Drake
want to embrace you. Whole world trying to trace you. American goddess, your image all over the planet. The definition of organic. Your body is a work of art like chicks and eats her. It's copper color, it's nice to meet her. She says she Cherokee, wear a feather in her hair. And I'm right there, it's quite clear. Me and you together with spark fair. It's you and I-T-Y in the universe intertwined. Causing eclipse like when the sun and the moon align. Now that's power divine that can light up the whole skyline. And touch your kiss, it gets me every time. Empress, you stay on my mind. You know you one of a kind because when I shine, you shine.
Appreciate it. I kind of like them too.
You one of a kind.
Jah Brickz, salutations. What's up, baby? You already know. Yeah, man, I had to hit Drake Cobb up a little bit, you know what I mean? I be listening to music with headphones, y'all. Half times while I probably don't go to sleep, I be open one of them books laying under my pillow. But yeah, what's happening? What's happening, y'all? I want to read something to you, okay? I was over on Facebook, renting space, and a lot of the people back from my so-called one of my hometowns, Montclair, New Jersey, and a couple from New York. New York more cool with it because a lot of them right going for Trump, like kind of libertarians. You get what I'm saying? Kind of like what I am, but I'm into the liberty that's not liberty. I'm into the liberty that is freedom that doesn't require the term liberty or liberalism or any of that bull crap, which is socialism and Marxism from its getter. So I was over there renting space because there's a lot of individuals, man, sadly, who are conflicted and confused. Why did this go out? Here we go. I want to read these to you, okay? And these are Sun Tzu quotes, and I would state this is more based upon what some would consider like preparatory, okay? So I'm just going to start at the top and work our way down through a few of them. There's quite a few here. Matter of fact, there's a lot. I could break all these up because I really enjoy reading Sun Tzu, Confucius, Lao Tzu, Zhongzi, Zheng Huang. There's a plethora of Hushi. There's so many more. we always hear about Sun Tzu and we hear about Lao Tzu, and you've seen some of the movies Jet Li made, the Han and all that kind of stuff. But people forget there's a plethora of more information. And Confucius, I got some of the small little books that used to help me. I mean, I guess because I've adapted them, get through certain days. You know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't be looking at things strategically. So I want to read some of these to you, because you cannot make anybody a prepper. I'm not into that term, but have people prepared for what's happening. I know y'all saw Mama T and some of the stuff for you TikTok followers and following indigenous brothers and sisters and some other people showing the portals, and what's that, Missouri, and all those different places, right? Detroit and everything. My uncle told me about that. He's like, you know, they built one of them damn things out here. He says, man, I ain't seen one of them things when I was a kid. I said, wait. He said, on the East Coast, but down south. I said, well, what happened to it? Oh, they blew that up. It was kind of laying down too, next to a mountain. But let's read some of these, okay? Or you already know what they're doing. See, look, the USDA, they armed. The FDA, they armed. We're not talking about just regular old semi-automatics. They weren't supposed to be armed with this. The federal government is not their place unless it's military. And you can't militarize these agencies. If you did, you went against the Constitution. That's why I say arguing about Trump or Kamala is foolish. Now, Trump really wants to do some changes. And they're going to do everything in everybody's eyes and ignorance to put who they want in there. The rabbis wanted Trump in there. They told him, they said, change over to Republican, they'll eat you up. And he did, but he made changes. What's the taxes on everything up? Like 75, 100, 200%, something like that. And that's during the Biden campaign. So I don't, it's not even them, because they're not the ones making the rules or the law. They're not following the laws and not making the rules. They're just the mouthpiece for the enemy that's fictionally thinking they control the land. All right? So let me go ahead and read. What was that? Posted a silly Taylor Swift meme today. God, oh my God. Oh, you too? You posted that one? Oh, you ain't alone? Oh, well, listen to this. Take this and compartmentalize it, okay? This is for everybody, all right? If you want, I can wait a few minutes. You can have some people sit down. It's not going to be no cursing, swearing. Because, cursing is actually the language. We curse each other every day. I love you knowing you're lying. Because love doesn't mean that. It's an impediment upon the natural order of connectivity. Okay? Lucy Rose. You're my beloved sister. Chill out. All right, now listen, I'm going to read some of this we got. Lucy Rose said on your puppy. You got to... But check this out. It's going to be pretty interesting. I can read some Confucius. I might even go as far as to read Han Fei. You'd be interested, especially when it gets to combat. You're going to like some of that. All right, so let's go ahead. Y'all have anybody sit down with you and listen and explain to them what this is? It's not about war. It's not about going out and revolting and all this other stuff. When you ascend, that's unnecessary. You'll see it. And like I say, I see hundreds of pictures. Dead Ukrainians, dead Russians. I don't even get into the ones in Africa or Haiti. People put this stuff, they upload it on Telegram. I'm serious. I can't show them here because they are very, when I say graphic, right? They're very graphic, you know what I mean? But we're going to leave T alone, you know what I'm saying? He's relaxing off a ziggy zig. Ziggy ziggy, ziggy ziggy, ziggy ziggy. No, man. Yeah, just make sure that fried is hidden, bro. You don't just hot. You don't just time them out with that homo stuff. Yeah, get rid of them. All right, so thank you, Carrie. Exactly. Well, whatever it is, right? Whoever that was. So let's go ahead and get into the first one, okay? This is by Sun Tzu, and we're gonna go from the top. as far, okay? I'm actually always like this. So I just put on a different mask and a different hat. You know what I mean? Because I'm aware. Remember, I always stated that sometimes you get people here, and then sometimes some things go on, and a lot of you can relate. And so I will drive a nail, not into a coffin, but into a piece of pine, and say, look, the coffin is being made. And it's to get people to get farther away from this fictional coffin. You know what I mean? Carlitos Flow, what's up? Venezuela. Tu hablas español. But a few others in here. But check it out. First Sun Tzu. Know thyself, know thy enemy. In 1,000 battles and 1,000 victories. So to know thyself and to know thy enemy, to know what you're capable of, who you are, and that you're attentive, and know thy enemy, what they're capable of. Obviously they're attentive, but who is moving like what, right? Therefore you can have 1,000 battles all in your head before the battles are had, and there can be, you can have the outcome of 1,000 battles, victories. All right, so the next one will be victorious warriors. Victorious warriors win first, then go to war. You hear what it says? Victorious, look, victorious warriors, right? They win first, then they go to war. The Vietnamese didn't care about all those jets and Sabre jets and A7 Corsairs and Phantoms, and you know, they didn't A4 Skyhawks, and they didn't care Huey. They didn't care about the Huey, and then the Cobra comes in. They didn't care about none of that, you know. They didn't care about that. They had already won the battle in their head. Now, the media would have you say, "Oh, they made grand sacrifices." We killed so many of them. But it was a war that was never meant to be. And the moment all these CIA monkeys went over there, they knew exactly what was coming. So Pol Pot had to do his thing. I salute him. Okay? The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. And yet, when you argue with people over this politics, how are you going to win that when you're not making decisions? You're not choosing the battles. You're not writing the lingo as far as who is communicating based on what. It is not in the interest of the so-called citizens or the peoples. It is in the interest, now as you know, of the corporation that has nothing to do with this land except other than control. So, a lot of you are fighting a battle, arguing, stipulates an L. There is no W because y'all refuse to take a moment. It's hard to gather wits, right? Based on assumptions. But the presumption of what you may do in silence is a direction. Okay? Sun Tzu. If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the results of 100 battles. The problem is 99.99% don't know self. So how can you win one battle? Everyone's still in the stickler of a situation, when you say, running through a rose, through the briar bush. Sun Tzu. Be extremely subtle, even to the point of formlessness. Be like water, air. Be extremely mysterious. Gray man out. Even to the point of soundlessness. Someone say, well, why are you talking? I already expressed that. Go back about 5 videos and listen. You may hear. Thereby you can be the director of the opponent's fate. You can see them, because see, they see you now. Little green light. They see you. They're watching. They know exactly 10 to 20 steps ahead of what they need to do in case you veer off or vector in another direction, because you have not been silent. You have not, in your head and heart, you have not communicated in silence, you have not removed yourself, even though you're still a target, to allow yourself to have more premonitions than the enemy. And they go, Turtle, what's up? Salutations, beloved. Sun Tzu. Pretend inferiority and encourage his arrogance. It's easy to understand that. That arrogance is ego. And whenever that's involved, someone's bound to mess up, to get a little overburdened, especially if you know self and you know the enemy. Sun Tzu. Pretend invincibility, lies in the defense, the possibility of victory in the attack. So you get what I'm saying? The invincibility lies in the defense, because if they're not running up on you, what are those trebuchets and all that stuff they made y'all believe in the old movies? Trebuchets. Big rocks flaming with oil and tar, right? Knocking down 2,000-pound blocks in the wall. Well, actually, they were using bombs. Anyway, right? The invincibility lies in the defense. So behind that protected wall, not cutting it off, behind that protected wall, you can go ahead and have the possibility of a victorious attack, because you can dig underground. You can go around them, sneak up on the back of them, like the Sixika. Excuse me. Sun Tzu. He will win who knows when to fight and when not to fight. Right now, most people, and you got to be careful who it is, but rebel rousers, we're doing all that blah 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 blah, and then y'all go running with them. What's that? Not effing around, NFA. They were out there just broadcasting. Look at us in our black BDUs running with all our guns, not knocking it. But the leader, to me, was the Fed. I mean, he ran for presidency. All right. After a few people shooting themselves or whatever, or shooting, negligent discharges, all of a sudden the Feds is involved, and he's sitting there, he's talking on his Instagram account, and nobody's talking about this guy anymore. He just kind of faded away. Okay? I'm not hamming on him. I'm just using him as an example. Them. Okay? Sun Tzu. He will win who knows when to fight and when not to fight. Problem is, a lot of y'all fight and talk all the time. We have this saying in the streets: don't talk about it, be about it. You can't be about it because y'all are not together. You ain't done nothing to do it. That's why they're looking at you. You're like chicken in the hens and the chickens in the coop. All they got to do is come and grab you by the neck. What you gonna do? And that's why they have the fake police who go in certain communities who are not just racist, but some of the dumbest, arrogant SMBs I've ever seen. But you don't know how to communicate, because you right away make a contract with them based on this, not knowing the state laws, the highway laws, and who it is. I saw people in the city being pulled over for speeding on an unmarked vehicle. I said to them afterwards, they can't pull you over in an unmarked vehicle. Do you know what their job is in an unmarked vehicle? It's not traffic. What are you talking about? Bro, look, you already done made the contract. Now go to court, pay the fee, or learn what to do and argue it, because that's a standing trustee. Well, it's all changing now, but you know what I mean. Sun Tzu. All men can see these tactics whereby I conquer, but what none can see is the strategy out of which victory is evolved. The long fight. We're going to go in there and shock and awe. Yeah, okay. Most people heard from certain individuals, well, we're not here to make a war with you, and so they laid down their guns and they lived. The second time, based on that lie of this sorry bastard presidency, excuse my language, but that's what it is to me, and millions of others, they went over there and started a war with them, had Hussein lynched, and haven't fixed anything. And then left billions of dollars of equipment over there, and 13 service members got murdered. Because that's not the way you extract from a war. Did the same thing in Vietnam. Well, at least they got a lot of stuff out there, but except for the damaged equipment. And it was with intention. So again, all men can see these tactics whereby I conquer, but what no one can see is the strategy of which victory is evolved. The evolution, the weight gain. They're doing that to you right now. Sun Tzu. If fighting is sure to result in victory, then you must fight, even though the ruler forbids it. If fighting will not result in victory, then you must not fight, even at the ruler's bidding. That's making a moral and conscious decision. You don't have to be trapped into anything. And we already know that Russians, thousands, that when they get wounded or they see no way out, they turn the AK on themselves and they do the unthinkable, which should be the unspeakable. Because they know that if they run, based upon who sent them out there and for what, to locate the enemy's position, blah, blah, blah. Because sometimes they send people out there they care nothing about. You ought to see it. I've watched several videos on dumb Russians who are probably really Jews, working behind the enemy lines with high-ranking persecuting some of their soldiers who got hurt in battle. I've seen some of those with crutches sent right back out in the battlefield in a hole that an AFP drone could go in and destroy just to arm a rifle. It makes absolutely zero sense. Sun Tzu, which is one of the parts of preparation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but see, all we gonna do to you, bro, with a fake account, is just hide you from the channel. Go find another account and come back. Sun Tzu, there is no instance. No, listen to this one. If your opponent is of choleric temper, irritate him. That means if something is bothering that individual, deploy tactics. No sleep. They're sick, they're feverish, choleric. Lights. Shoot around them, especially if they're out of ammo. Okay? Sun Tzu. There is no there is no instance of a nation benefiting from prolonged warfare. The 20-year war was to extradite wars, but it was more than that. It was also to destroy and find things, like we were saying, the big rings. I think there was 2 of them that was destroyed in Iraq. 2 big. They had to dig one up. Another one was somewhere half dug in, and they had to blow it up. Portals, I guess you would call it. And other things too, as far as the opium and other things you know nothing about, which are deadly toxins of certain plants that are native indigenous to that land that they need an abundance of. Sun Tzu. To fight and conquer in all our battles is not supreme excellence. Supreme excellence consists in breaking the enemy's resistance without faith. Who's going to win the demoralization? You know, who's going to have enough dead that where everybody's screaming, the war must stop! The war must stop! The first person should have never died. Sun Tzu, a good commander is benevolent and unconcerned with fame. Yet you see on YouTube, you got all these spec operators and these things, and it's making $1, and you know, and big dirt, and they shouldn't even be doing that. If they really cared about the country and everything else, and they're on TLT and getting themselves better. There's some who, Sean Ryan is one of the best examples of someone who should be sharing information, you know, based on his platform and how he's molded and shaped it. Okay, Senior Chief Beat with a B, who transitioned to a female, became back to a male, has a farm and everything. People would say he's crazy. Well, he knows things most people don't, and he's a Christian, and people should listen to him because his insights based on the media and everything else. See, there are individuals out there who actually have something to say. The problem is you have so many saying it, and it's about ego and glamorization of things that shouldn't happen. I mean, look at the Navy SEAL who said, you know, the brother working with the company had a lower and didn't ship it or something, or stole it, and they come to find out it was right there all the time. He was a disgraced Navy SEAL. Examples, okay? Sun Tzu. Know your enemy and know yourself, and you can fight 100 battles without disaster. That goes right back to, excuse me. If you know your enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the results of 100 battles. Okay? Sun Tzu. If you are far from the enemy, make him believe you are near. Was that Omaha Beach? What was that, in World War II? Or was that, I forget. It was one of them where they made a whole bunch of rubber and wooden tanks and put dead bodies to come up on the beach and make them think that they were going to land over on that side. And what happened was that they actually came up where they thought they were going to come up, and they obliterated them. A major war ensued. Okay? Sun Tzu, he who knows when he can fight and when he cannot will be victorious. A lot of people got big mouths, and they get themselves caught up in something that should never exist. Okay? They haven't studied the land, the lay of the land. They haven't studied the people. And sadly, most people make the wrong decision. Especially like Mardi Gras in Louisiana, going off them back roads, and drug dealers and everything else, they're injured. And even though you know everything is down here with the boobies and the beads, right? And everything else, right? Food, tons of drinks, and grand music. They always go off because they don't know themselves, and that's why they use drugs and everything else, prostitution and blah, blah, blah. And that's why many of them get hurt or unalive. Sun Tzu, the opportunity to secure ourselves against defeat lies in our own hands. You're your first responder. But the opportunity of defeating the enemy is provided by the enemy themselves. But because no one knows themselves, nor knows the enemy the majority of the time, they don't see things that are practical and looking at these things and so forth. Okay? They become self-defeaters. Sun Tzu, he who is prudent and lies in wait for an enemy who is not will be victorious. You know, ambush. We keep that simple. I can go further into it, but ambush. Sun Tzu, the art of war teaches us to rely not on the likelihood of the enemy's not coming, but on our own readiness to receive him, not on the chance of his not attacking, but rather on the fact that we have made our position unassailable. That means regardless if they attack or not, why do you think they have a standing army? What is the militia for? Why are people not coming together? Because they allow the enemy to divide them. See, the enemy is the government, and they got you all divided, working jobs meaninglessly, saying dumb things. See, when people think, because I'm a troll, I get paid, this should mean something, it means nothing to me. That's why the views went down, because someone was trying to find a way, and the bot was trying to find a way. Why would you create a machine that does dumb shit? Why do so-called trolls, which is a stupid name again, and that's not because I'm aggravated with it, because it literally is. They don't even know what it means. But they do that because they don't know nothing else. They have already defeated themselves, and they have yet to feel it because, well, it's not about if, it's when. Sun Tzu, balk the enemy's power. Force him to reveal himself. Oh man, we're gonna mess them up. Man, get the mortars and them howards, get all them things ready. We're gonna just lay waste. We're gonna cook. We're gonna chop down the forest, and we're gonna destroy every enemy in it. Well, we were waiting for that. Sun Tzu, confront them with annihilation, and they will then survive. Plunge them into a deadly situation, and they will then live. When people fall into danger, they are then able to strive for victory. You ever heard, getting a cat in the corner. And the other ones are just deplorable. Okay? Sun Tzu, quickness is the essence of war. Why do you think Germany had the Blitzkrieg and defeated France, England, and Russia? And though they were pretty much undermanned, and a lot of equipment kind of messed up, they came and got America. And when we say America, we're talking about Hawaii, South America. We're talking about all these different places. Canada got involved in that war. Now you're talking about millions or more. And then everybody else that they had defeated, they didn't take land, they didn't want nothing. They turned around and they all pounced on Germany, who was still kicking everybody's butt for quite some time. But that only lasted a short period of time. I'm giving you a synopsis as well, okay? Sun Tzu, the quality of decision is like the well-timed swoop of a felon, which enables it to strike and destroy its victim. The quality of decision is like the well-timed swoop of a felon, which enables it to strike and destroy its victim. So I'm in the alley. I'm back there, and I know there's a bunch of people that got to come back there and urinate. And nobody's going to come walking with them, maybe two men, you know. The woman's got to come back there with a person squat. Don't want to be seen. Well, I already know getaway. About 3 different ways to get away quickly. I got a purse. I got a couple of wallets. I got watches and cell phones. I'm talking about the enemy. and okay? And how they can destroy the victim. Or, damn, Johnny and Paul been back there pissing for about 30 minutes. Hey man, what's this? It ain't raining. What's this leaking out? It's dark at night. Walk back there and there's Johnny and what they all laying. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Not making light of this, okay? Sun Tzu. He will win whose army, listen to this, he will win whose army is animated by the same spirit throughout all its ranks. That means those who do not think, but move as one. As one. I am not talking about unity alone. Move as one in one thought. Not many minds who don't plagiarize themselves and don't listen, but those who believe that everything they're endowed with is the only answer. That's a good way to fail. They're not independent thinkers with the same objective. Who has the better motive, transparency, dealing with a certain situation that makes sense to everybody, and everybody goes, yay, instead of nay. That's all I wanted to share. There's so much more, okay? So let's go over here. My name was putting this goofy stuff up. One of my greatest ones about Confucius. It says, it does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop. Confucius, it does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop. And as it states, as far as Confucius' statement, it says, life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. You were taught to make it complicated. You weren't shown short form math in school. You weren't given the truth of history. You had to reach for it. They made it complicated not because they want you to benefit from it and to work your brain and have you become strong. They wanted you to be complicit in being divided and having so much information that most people will fight until they find that one individual they can listen to, when that should never be the case. There are many brains, many thoughts, many prophets who should, and who is the prophet by not listening to the prophets? And the prophet is only a person that sends a message. That's because it's up to you to be the wiser of the decision that needs to be made. And we go back to Sun Tzu. Sun Tzu. I hear, Confucius, I hear and I forgot. I see and I hear and I forgot. Or forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. So you know what it's like to forget something, even though you heard it. There's nothing wrong. So you know that you see it, and then you remember it. So it's a different place of the same information. And with that, you have a deeper understanding and appreciative that you understand self based on a certain topic or subject. Confucius, our greatest glory is not in never failing, but in rising every time we fall. And all of y'all heard that throughout your life. And that's well used in the drug and alcohol communities. What is that? AA and drug day or anonymous, whatever it is. Okay? Yeah. So every time you fall, you're capable and able to get up, no matter what. Doesn't mean literally standing, but that's, I guess that would be the best way to put it, okay? Acknowledge it. Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees the beauty. Hate is a learned nature. Colorism is a form of division. To divide and conquer, not one, but all. Confucius, the object of the superior man is truth. What do you have to do when you lie all the time? It's one thing if you're a storyteller, because it's a magnificent thing to be able to say things, and most people will believe it, and yet don't really catch the point of the story being told. In layman's terms, what it may mean to them. Okay? I mean, that's powerful, right? When you give it thought, just a little thought. All right? Nothing heavy or grand, just a little thought. I called Walmart. I said, hey, man, because we'll get some watermelon. Well, y'all got some seeded watermelons? No. And her voice even sounded funky when she returned. I said, okay, click. Sounds like you probably have some issues going on. I have nothing to do with that nor energy to get. If you work at a place, service. And I call to be served. You answer. You reply. And all that extra has to go away. Because in her head, she has a voice, but she's unsure. You know what I mean? I didn't want to do one of those commercial voices. I was ready to do Uncle Ruckus, but I said, oh, I don't want that nigga over there. You know what I mean? Hey, did anybody donate? Because I didn't even hear I didn't say nothing. Oh, there's a ton more to read. And we'll take care of that down the road. I just wanted to see and say thanks and appreciation. Oh, somebody did? Somebody. That's right. Daniel, appreciate it, beloved. You did state you would. I hope you had a grand day at your job, too. I hope it was not stressful or, I hope it was uneventful. And that's for everybody, actually. All right? Because I appreciate you guys. Let me tap on this. I didn't want to stay on long. I just wanted to share that. I'm over on Facebook. I don't care about it. If I vote, I would vote for Trump. No way around it. Yet, even in that, it can be arduous. But you're only given what they want you to see. Because whatever else is happening is happening. But one thing they won't be taking from me is my goddamn guns. I don't care. When you go against that Constitution of the Republic, if you want to. There won't be no picking up and body slamming and all that shit. Stop, excuse my language. Yeah, dude. DeAndre, Daniel, appreciate it so much. Appreciate you, WW. Make 12 up in here. What's going on, beloved? We have some more people coming with some more unbothered because I'm a rainbow or something. Five times five is me humping on your mama, Anthony Heaton. Yeah, I mean, 3 years of stand-up comedy. I mean, what you expect? Oh, they say you got that thing. Jamaican Terror? It's Romeo. I'm not going to tell you which one, though. See the one over there? That one's a little over 500. I think I'm about getting another one maybe one day. Yeah, but I'm Somebody's gonna have to add, yep, but I built that, and I'm gonna build another one. So we need short ones where we're gonna be at. They can reach out at least to 1,000 yards. So anyway, I don't mind answering some of those questions. Edging God out, edging self out. Exact, Lucy Rose. All right, my puppet. No, anyway, right? Edging self out. That's what it is, God. Because he endowed us with everything. He, she, whatever, it fits y'all's narrative. Breathe life into us, right? The source. The source is bigger than anything, and they want to fight. They want to get to it. They think they can become immortal, not knowing that we are already immortal. You know what I mean? James Earl Jones. Appreciate it. It's flattery. Sun is shining, weather is sweet. Makes you want to move your dancing feet. All right, happy feet. And that's one of my favorite animation. Want you to know I'm a Rainbow 22, the rescue here. Oh, wow. Want you to know now, can you? Oh, what's that song? That's a song. Oh, she got the little music thing. I couldn't see it. Want you to know I'm 312. Yeah, I don't have the right rhythm, but I need the music. Breathing is so underrated. It is. Bob Marley. Yeah. I can't get the reggae thing out, so it's not that's not my commissary. But yeah. Well, I can't do Bob Marley. I can't do no reggae. I can't do Yellow Cat. I can't do none of them, man. I need to practice on my reggae singing. I don't want to do that, actually. I actually enjoy reggaeton, reggae. I enjoy all that like crazy. So there's something about somebody calling me a rainbow. That's what inspired that awesome. No, appreciate you. But look, I hope y'all can take this information. You can magnify it 100, 1,000 times. Google the stuff. Print out some form papers of the information or purchase the book. And study it. Let that beat into your head to have a more consistent, better way of looking at things objectively and soundly. For self-benefit. All right? Like I said, I don't really have an enemy. I always use that term because there's a reality to it. But the enemy is hard-pressed about a lot of things. Which the enemy shouldn't be. Hold on. The enemy shouldn't be hard-pressed about nothing. Yet the enemy is. Where did I put my phone, bro? Oh, damn, my phone right. I'm on my tablet, y'all. It's right, my hand's right on it. So the enemy is hard-pressed. Something hurt your chain. Didn't you hear it? I feel like I got gas or something. Orlando! Oh, Mac, appreciate it, beloved. I'm trying to tap on it, but it's not. Okay, there it goes. Appreciate you, beloved. Oh, man. Marcus Williams, salutations, man. Appreciate you, beloved. It's not doing the right thing. Oh, there it goes. So I just responded. Oh. Anyway, I appreciate y'all. I'm about to turn this AC, but it's off. It says it's 74 in here, but it doesn't. It feels a little warmer in here now. And it's roughly about 10 to 7 or 15 to 7. But I appreciate y'all. Always good to review Sun Tzu again. Yes, appreciate you guys. My hats, my tops off, my beloved sisters, my brothers, always, all right? Check out Cure Meal, had a pretty good one up, about an hour long or so. Who else had one up? Y'all gotta check out Westside's post, y'all. Westsidercoolicc. CoLICC, westsidercoolicc. Y'all gotta check out. He got some posts up, man. Whoo! We put up some wild ones. That was AI too, wasn't it? Man, but that was a good one. Boy, that was a good one. Y'all gotta check out our brother Westside, all right? So I appreciate y'all, all right? Y'all know the Cashapp, $, uppercase INDIAN, uppercase JIM, 1. Okay? All right, so appreciate y'all. How do y'all say 3? I say 3 like this. How do y'all say 3? Like this? That's not 3. Anyway, see you guys tomorrow.